Hi, I'm Mike and welcome to Scoutadelic, the YouTube channel all about scouting. And this month I met Simon, a scout from Scotland, all the S's, who taught me how to create a book like origami. So this is how to do it. How are you today?
Fine. It's been a tough time for us all at the moment, but we're all still smiling.
Indeed. And this is our second attempt at this. Even though we've done this before, we haven't shown these guys. So, what is the skill that you're going to teach us and me and everyone else who's watching?
Yeah, so I had a big think about this because obviously the playing field is wide open, but I really like writing. But rather than do some sort of writing task, I thought it might be nice to look at some sort of physical product task. I really like the tangibility of books, that they can exist. We can create something as well to keep our writing in. So I thought maybe the two of us could make a little book together.
Yep.
And I guess it's the next best thing to just publishing. You publish your own stuff by making something, we published it by making. So all you're going to need is a piece of paper.
Here's one I found earlier.
It's almost like you knew. Right, okay, it's super simple, mostly. I've done this quite often in classrooms. It has led to tears in the past, but that's just over one little bit later on. But the first few bits are easy, and I know that you've done lots of origami, so you're going to be super. And in fact, you've done this before with me, so I know you've got this in the bag, Mike.
I don't know. It might be a struggle.
Okay, first of all, we're going portrait.
Right.
And we are going to fold down on ourselves and use our thumbs to make a beautiful, beautiful fold. One of the things when I learned how to do this was about strengthening the fold by folding back on yourself.
Okay.
So once you
So you've got to not only do that, but then fold back on yourself.
Yeah. And honestly, it really is. It's a good help. So once you've got it in half, now we're going to fold the top down to meet the middle, and we're going to fold the bottom up to meet the middle as well.
Okay, and are we doing the same thing as in, do it one side and on the other side as well?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Okay.
So you should have it in quarters. What is the most impressive thing that you can do out of origami, Mike?
Well, off the top of my head, I can actually do a good swan, I think it is.
And is that without any instructions? You could just do that now.
I think I can. Is it a swan? It's a peace crane. I can do a peace crane.
Yeah, the crane. Yeah, that's quite famous, isn't it?
I can do the peace crane.
I would have no idea.
So that was quite cool. Other ones that I've done are, I know how to make a boat.
That's cool. Yeah.
And a dragon.
That one's very cool. Yes.
That was difficult.
Look at the length of its nose. Woo.
I know, right? Yeah, but it's got a fire breeze at some point, doesn't it? So
Cool colour as well, by the way.
I don't know. I don't know where I get it from.
Right, are you ready for the next step?
Oh yeah, sorry, I've done it in quarters. Yes, sorry.
Okay, once you've got it in quarters, this one's easy. We're simply going to go landscape and fold it down on itself this time. So landscape and fold down. This only becomes a little trickier because the folds start to sort of fight against you now. Okay, now this is the sort of the main one now, the one where it could go wrong. So it's really important that you go portrait for this bit.
Yep.
And then we're simply going to fold on the fold that we already have halfway.
Okay.
So we should have the closed bit at the top and the open bit at
Yep.
the bottom. Now, if you've done it really nice and tight with the folding, you should be able to tear quite easily halfway down this half. So this quarter, we're going to tear this fold. Now this is the bit where it could go disastrously, because if you fold it this way and you tear a quarter, you're going to tear it in two, and if you fold down an entire half, you'll tear it in two.
Right, so I'm only going up to that point there.
Yeah, let's go for it. If we've done it nice and gently, it should come away super, super simply. Oh, totally nailed it!
It's not the perfect sort of line, but it'll do.
Okay. So now, if you imagine the bits at the bottom as feet, you're trying to plant them as feet now. So if you were to put it down the table, you could put it down as feet on the table.
Right.
And if you pick it up and push around on these bits, you should get it into. It's kind of like one of those things you fold as a child, I guess.
Oh, they thingy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then if you grab a sort of spine in it, it should form itself into a tiny little book. And if it doesn't lie perfectly flat, that's absolutely fine because it's just the folds. Pop it down on the ground and just give it another sort of decent pull. And if you've done it correctly, you should have a little book that has a front cover and then 6 spreads and a back page. So you've got 3 double pages, so 6 pages in total, with a front and a back cover. And I thought this might be quite cool because now you could write some poems in there, you know, one for every day of the week with a day off, or maybe New Year's resolutions or something.
Ooh,
It's
good
just
thinking.
nice.
Yeah.
I really like the idea that it gives you a place to keep your work, especially being scouts. You know, we could put our writer's badge in there, things that we're writing. It's quite small, you notice. So if you do it on an A3 piece of paper, then you can get a bigger book like this.
Oh,
so
nice. Okay.
you have your own little library. And that's my little skill for you.
Brilliant. That's kind of cool. And also, so much easier than the other origami that I've done. Just saying.
Yes, I think this is probably babyish. Like, if I can handle this origami, like, we've got this.
If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe. 80% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed. So go on, just scroll down, and if there's a red button, just click it. If you have done that, then don't forget to give it a like and also share it around. And I'll see you again soon for another one of these. Goodbye.